YouTube, welcome back to another Rom's video, and today we've got a different type of video, man. At the end of the day, man, as you guys can see in the title and in the thumbnail, actually, I'm officially, yes, finally, I can actually say this with chest and confidence, you know what I'm saying? I've officially passed my driving test. Officially, I've done it, man, you know what I'm saying? All of that done and dusted, no more theory, no more practicals, nothing like that anymore, no more money getting spanked, you know what I'm saying? I'm fully officially done it, man. And actually as well, I'm be talking about what I've learned as well in order to pass. And to be honest, I did pass not the first time, I passed the second time, actually, funnily enough. And they say, listen, you know what I'm saying? Second time drivers are probably the best drivers of the city. Listen, don't shoot the message at the end of the day. But before we get to the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff as well. As I said, any other videos you want me to do, drop me down in the comments below, or you guys can see the socials on the screen, DM me personally through there. But in the meantime, let's get straight into the day. But first of all, before we even get into how I've actually learned what I've learned and stuff like that, I want to talk a bit about my driving journey and stuff like that. So, I started driving when, and listen, you guys might be looking and thinking, when I actually explain this to you, thinking, yo, why was it so long? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But we'll get into it. So I think I started like doing lessons was last May or April or May or something like that. I forgot what it was like last April or May, around that time anyway. So that's when I started officially doing driving lessons as well. I got a guy called Zishan as well. Shout out him if he is watching, my shout out to you as well. I will plug his shit in the link in the description as well. So if you guys do wanna, if you guys in the Sheffield area as well, and you guys are looking for instructors as well, he's a reliable guy, you know what I'm saying? He's safe, you know what I'm saying? He made you comfortable, something like that. He's not like them type of people that, you know, like rinse you off money and shit like that. Because I know a lot of instructors, right? And I heard a lot of stories that a lot of instructors literally rinse you off money and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? They don't really care about the learner, they're just trying to exploit you and shit like that. But with him as well, like, he really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's actually real good and stuff like that in terms of his job and stuff like that. So shout out to him in the day if he's watching. But yeah, going back to saying, so my driving journey in general, April, May last year I started. And listen, it was a manual, guys. Listen, don't want to hear these people like saying, oh, I was in automatic manual, of course. Listen, I ain't a bitch, all right? I'm a bitch. If you guys are being manual and you're a grown-ass man, listen, the less said the better. It's kind of self-explanatory anyway. But anyway, go back to what I'm saying. So April, May I started, right? And then, yeah, it was actually all right at first. I mean, obviously, you know, you make mistakes and shit like that, like, you know, and I got a bit frustrated and stuff like that. And yeah, I was doing that for a bit, and then, yeah, it was going all right. And then, obviously as well, the reason I actually got my first test done until June this year, and I'll explain why, guys, because obviously you guys might be thinking now, what? So it basically took a year to get a test and stuff like that. I will explain why, because listen, you guys know how, if you guys actually did your driving or your looks to it, it's so difficult to get a test, and I'm not even exaggerating. It's so difficult to get a test. It really is so difficult to get a test. Like my instructor told me, yo, there's a testy app, right? You have to download and you have to pay like £5 or something like that. And you pay £5 and you get notification when people cancel the tests. And then as soon as you get that notification, as soon as I clicked it normally, gone, finito, chief key settings, finished, done, nada, done, you know what I'm saying? So literally there was no tests or anything like that. And then it was so frustrating. And obviously during my driving career as well, obviously like he was on holiday and I was on holiday, stuff like that. So we had like no on and off type of period as well. So it wasn't like consistently for a year, stuff like that. Because I think it was consistent for a year. I would have got a test way before, stuff like that. So that's the reason why it took me a little bit of time. But everyone's different in terms of that. But just for me anyway, yeah, so it was really difficult to get a test. And I think it was around January of this year. January last year, sorry. January last year. So January this year, but I'm even getting it was January this year, right? Is when I found out that there was a test, and it was for like May, June. I think it was June, sorry. It was June. And obviously I looked at it and I thought, June. In January was too long, like, you know what I'm saying? The only thing in common is that they both start with J, but other than that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just very, like, long, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what? Might as well book it. So I booked it in straight after my 20th, my birthday, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You guys have seen the birthday video as well. Straight after that, it was actually my test as well, funny enough. But yeah, so I booked it for that, and then just kept grinding. Obviously, there was some breaks in between as well, as I said, like, he going on holiday, I went on holiday, shit like that. And then, yeah, we got to that day. So, So we got to that day, and then yeah, so, you know, I've been driving for like a year now or something like that. And listen, I know it's crazy, as I said, like, I know the time is crazy, stuff like that, but listen, I took it more slower. Some people pass like 3 or 4 months, which, you know what, fair play to them, but I've kind of basically been driving consistently for like almost 2 years, if you want to put it that way. Basically a year and a half, you know what I'm saying? But going back to what I'm saying is that, so I got the test done, we go to the test center, and then after that, yeah, you know, normal procedures, guys, normal procedures. You get the license, you get your license, they shout out your name, stuff like that, and go that. So I got his woman you know what? I didn't really think too much of stuff like that as well. And she wasn't the reason I failed, by the way. That first time, she wasn't the reason I failed. I failed because of myself. So the first one I got was three minors and one serious fault. Yeah. 3 minors and one serious fault. And it is the most dumbest fault I've done, and it's just on me, guys. It was just me being dopey and shit like that today. The reason I got that fault, because there's a country road, right? So I was on a 30-mile-per-hour road, and then there's a country road that's a national speed limit, right? And I used to kind of like, for me, I always like rushing and stuff like that for some reason. I was like rushing stuff. So there was a period right before I got to my testers that I was driving really quick, you know, I was rushing stuff and stuff like that. And then my mum was like, yo, you used to start driving like a grandma. And then instead of me like leveling out my actual driving skill, I took it to the next level. I went to two extreme ends. So I went from being too quick to being too slow. And this is where it goes back to what I'm saying to my fault. So it was a national speed limit, and I didn't realize. I don't know if I did realize or not. I don't know. I just wasn't thinking, right? And then maybe the first I got was 40 miles per hour, and then about 6-7 cars just literally trying to reach your way behind me, and I creating traffic. And I didn't even realize at the time. And literally, I came back, right, and then obviously I got the test done and stuff like that, and then I thought I was going to pass, actually. Funnily enough, the first time I did it, I genuinely thought, yeah, I got it, panned. Found out and said, yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you didn't pass your test. And then my heart just sank, bro. I'll be honest. My heart literally just sank, you know what I'm saying? And it's just... When I found that out, I knew the worst thing is what I told everyone I had that test to. I literally told everyone I got a test coming up, yeah, I get it done. And then I have to explain to everyone that, yeah, I failed. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to the exam thinking, yeah, you're getting A's, but you got D's instead, bro. It's mad. Anyway. But yeah, so I failed that, and I can't lie, I was pissed, bro, because I spent a lot of money on it, and it was my first one, and I really thought I passed, and I didn't. And literally, I thought, yeah, it's long. It's going to be a long time to get another test, because it was so difficult for me getting that test in the first place. So, you know what I'm saying? I just thought the worst and stuff like that. And then, fast forward a month later, in July, I actually found another test for August. So I don't know when I'm going to put this video out, but when I do put this video out, I passed on the 16th of August. It's the 17th of August right now. I'm recording this video. I don't know when I'm going to put this out, but so I passed yesterday, right? So I found a test. I think it was about mid-July for like on a month in advance, which is yesterday. So for 16th of August. So I was like, yo, say no more. You know what I'm saying? I've got another test coming up. You know what I'm saying? This time I'm going to change a few things. I'm not going to tell anyone about it. I'm going to change my driving thing as well. And as well, I'm actually going to be like, you know what I'm saying, concentrate a lot more. Because sometimes I can doze off a little bit. Sometimes I can go into some daydreaming type shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I messaged my instructor saying that, yo, I got another test. Because I didn't drive from like 26th of June, I think, to like the 14th of July. I didn't drive at all because I was just like, fuck this. So I texted my instructor saying, yo, I got another test coming up on the 16th of August. And then, yeah, and he was like, yeah, say no more. We'll get you a lesson in the weekend. I was like, yeah, cool, say no more. You know what I'm saying? We did that. And then, yeah, we just kept doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? Normal lesson procedure, stuff like that. Then now, fast forward to the tests. Listen, yeah, and then... so this time I got a man, and then my instructor actually said that, yeah, this guy's actually safe, you know what I'm saying, he's really nice and stuff like that. And then, yeah, he was actually nice because obviously, normally when examiners, right, they're either two ways. They can either be talkative or B, they can just be quiet. And then he was actually a little bit talkative, you know, he was asking me questions, stuff like that. I mean, I was too locked in. I kind of didn't want to speak because I really wanted to like pass this. But he was asking me like what I did for work and shit like that. Like normal like small talk, right? So, yeah, so went the test as well, normal procedure, gone to the car, showed me, tell me questions, did that with ease, you know what I'm saying, nothing crazy. But I'll tell you this embarrassing bit that I did, man. And, Zishan, if you're watching this, man, you already know what I'm going to say. Oh my God. So, I was at, I don't know what road it was on, but like, I was just on this normal road, right, for during the test, right? And then my instructor said, okay, cool, can you demonstrate me how you can wash the rear window? I was struggling. I was absolutely struggling. I thought I knew how to do it, but instead of me washing the rear window, I did the front window instead. And I was trying to figure out how to do it, but instead of me doing it, I was just like messing with the buttons. I didn't know what to do, and then I was just like, bro. And I knew how to do it as well. Like, it's just like slipped on my mind for some reason. I don't know. Like, this is the thing like, about me. Sometimes I could just go doze off and just basically just go into a brain fog. That's basically what it is. So literally, I didn't know what to do. And then, yeah, luckily it wasn't a pass. So I was still calm because I knew I wouldn't get failed for that. I looked to the examiner. I even saw, I even saw that. I even told my instructor this. I literally looked in the mirror, I'm trying to see what my instructor is saying, and he just looked at me crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so the examiner was like, "Oh well." He used to be struggling himself, but to be fair, obviously he deals with different types of models of cars, so it's different type of ways of doing it. But yeah, we found out how to do it as well. So luckily that wasn't a fail, and then we kept continuing, did the parallel parking. That was probably the hardest bit of the thing, was actually the parallel park. So I think out of all the maneuvers, let's be honest guys, I think out of all the maneuvers, the parallel park is more difficult than the parking on parking right and then going 2 car lengths back. The bay parks are quite easy as well, but the parallel parking was probably the most difficult one. So I did that. Actually, funny enough, the first one I did it, there was a car coming. I think there was what was it? I think there was a car coming or something like that. Oh no, sorry, a pedestrian came across, right, and then funny enough, it was actually her car that we were doing it on, for that, the reference and stuff like that. So it was her car, we did it. So then we actually moved to a different car, and then we did a different car, and yeah, I got few minors and stuff like that, but yeah, I did that with ease and shit like that, luckily. So I got 4 minors, by the way. I got 4 minors on that with no faults and stuff like that, so I'm actually happy with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm really, really happy with that. So fast forward, yeah, finished the test, and I'll be honest, I did think I failed. This is the thing, I really thought I failed for some reason. I just don't know why. I just had a really bad feeling. I just thought I failed. Because funny enough, because my instructor was tired of shit. So I thought, and I was looking at my instructor, right, and he was like this. He was like slumped and shit like that. And I thought, oh shit, what have I done? You know what I'm saying? But luckily he said, congratulations, you passed. You know what I'm saying? Passed and all that shit, and I got gas. Listen, I had to keep it inside, you know what I'm saying? I said, I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? I had to aura from a little bit. I had to keep it cool. Making sure that, I don't get too gassed, but deep inside I was so gassed. I was just, actually I was more relieved than gassed, you know what I'm saying? I was literally more relieved and stuff. So that's what happened and stuff like that in the day. And then yeah, you know what I'm saying? I passed, second time, you know what I mean? Got that shit done, long overdue. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And in the day, that was my experience. But yeah, just before I end the video, I want to talk about what I've learned, and I want to translate, because listen, this is all about me, but I want to provide value back to you guys. So if you guys are watching this, you want to know how I learned, what I've learned. The main thing is, the first thing you gotta do manual, guys. If you guys are starting off doing driving, do manual. Don't do automatic. Don't follow this thing though. People think they're going automatic anyway. Because what if you get a courtesy car, for example, and that courtesy car is manual? Then what? If you pass automatic, at least with manual, if you pass manual, then you can do automatic too. Like automatic is pretty much simple, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to do any gear changes. So I say do manual is the first thing. That's the first advice I can give you. Second advice I will say is that you guys just need to keep calm, you know what I'm saying? Keep cool, collected, because the problem is I do overthink a lot sometimes. I really do overthink a lot. And I think that could sometimes make the simple things a lot more difficult as well, especially for me. And I think as well, just keep the basics, keep it simple, keep calm with yourself, and I promise you guys, you're going to pass, you know what I'm saying? And I'll say another one as well, is finding the right instructor as well. You need to find a really good instructor. As I said, I'll keep shouting him out, shout out Zishan, you know what I'm saying? Find a really good instructor that will actually care about you, as I said, because a lot of instructors can exploit you for money and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You know how instructors, bro, money, it costs a lot. It costs like 35 an hour, you know what I'm saying? It used to be like £20 an hour, and I heard from older people, that's crazy, it's crazy. So find the right instructor that's really gonna actually have patience as well. Because listen, you're gonna fuck up, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be Lewis Hamilton or something like that. You're not gonna be a fucking mad driver, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? So find an instructor that's really impatient and stuff like that as well. And I think that's like the main thing really. I don't really know if there's anything else. Just have fun as well, be talkative, you know what I'm saying? Don't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna sit in silence the whole time. Be talkative with the instructor, because I think if you sit in silence, then you're gonna overthink, as I said, a lot more, and it's gonna be a little bit more awkward. Just have a talk with the instructor, you know what I'm saying? Just talk about anything. You can literally talk about anything. It improves your social skills, you know what I'm saying? It can boost the relationship as well, it can boost the little compatibility you have. Many things, you know what I'm saying? So those are the things I probably would say, that's probably helped me in terms of passing and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And also another thing, one more thing before I go, is luckily, because my instructor used to have another car. I forgot what car it was, but he used to have a normal car, another car, right? Manual as well. He had like an electric handbrake and shit like that. And then he got a new car, and funnily enough, it was the same model, literally the bang same model as my mum's car. So, another thing, sorry. I know, keep going there. But another thing is practicing with your mum's car as well. Practicing with your parents' car. That's the main thing as well. That's what helped me as well. progress as well. Especially if you guys want to get this quicker, stuff like that. You don't want to be waiting around and stuff like that. Make sure you drive your parents' car as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Beg your mum. Like, this is what I used to be doing. I used to bug my mum all the time. Yo, listen, I want to start driving. I want to practice driving. And we just get pissed like, oh, all the time. Promise you guys, it will literally excel you further, because it's like, for example, like you're doing an exam, right? But instead of just doing tutoring, yeah, you can do the tutoring, but you have to do your own revision for yourself as well. You can't just rely on the tutor the whole time. You have to do your own revision. You got to implement the actual skill into your own thing. And it's the same thing with driving. You've got to practice with your parents' car. Obviously, your parent has to come with you. You can't do it by yourself. But the main thing is that you get a lot more practice, and it's free, basically. Let's be honest. You're not going to need to pay the instructor however much it is in order to actually do it or not. So that's like the main thing. I think that's the most important bit, is practicing with your parents' car and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that little story time, you know what I'm saying, about my driving experience. And yeah, funny enough, from tomorrow, I've got this insurance pad now, and I can start driving alone, you know what I'm saying, man. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff as well. As I said, any other videos, any other like advice stories you want me to do, I might have a few pending soon, you know what I'm saying, just got experience in life, shit like that. Drop me down in the comments below, give me personally. For any other videos and stuff, sort of Roms talks, collabs, vlogs, Roms reacts, shit like that any day. But that's it for me. One more thing, I want to say, shout out to Zishan, you know what I'm saying, get out his Abdul's driving school. That's his thing he's doing. Get at him, you know what I'm saying. You know, he's very reliable. That's especially for you know what I'm saying, the advice I said, like, get a good instructor. He's a really good instructor. So that's it for me. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.